I still blink in the sunset. You know I never wanna make you upset. How did I become so obsessed with this?
Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. I just want to say a quick thank you guys so much for 600 subscribers. You guys have been killing it with the support recently, and I cannot thank you guys enough. And I also just want to say that I'm sorry for not having any clips in this video. For me personally, I do not like this gun, but I know there are going to be people that are looking for a class setup for this, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a class setup for it. Before we do look at the class setup, I do want to mention my Twitch real quick. We're live every single night except Sundays at 7 p.m. CST. It's up on screen right now and it'll be one of the first links down in the description. We're super close to 400 followers over there, and once we hit 500, we will be doing a giveaway. So if you're excited for that, make sure to go drop a follow. Now, as you guys can tell, I do not use a double sniper class. You can, I do have a double sniper class for it, but most of the time I don't use it because this gun you can actually use the 20 round mags for, so you don't have to have a second gun. But regardless, hopping right into the muzzle on this gun, we use the L brake for that accuracy. This gun's accuracy isn't really the best, so having that +1 accuracy is really going to help in the long run. Now, when it comes to the barrel, you can either use this short barrel or you can use the Sakura barrel. It depends on what you want to use. Using this does lower your ADS by a decent amount, by about 100 milliseconds, but with the short barrel, you do get extra ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. It does knock your bullet velocity, but we run lengthened, as you'll see later on, so the bullet velocity doesn't really matter. But this also does not help bullet velocity or range or anything like that, so you will be getting a little bit more hit markers than you would if you were going to run the Sakura barrel. For me personally, I like running the short barrel because I like being as fast and aggressive as I can be, but like I said, it's completely up to you on which one you want to run. Now, for the sight, you can use whatever you want. Me personally, like I said, I like being as fast and aggressive as possible. So running iron sight and getting that plus aim down sight speed is by far what I want to use. But if you want to use something else, you're more than welcome to, because the sight in the long run just kind of comes down to personal preference. For the stock, I normally run removed stock. If you feel like you're getting flinched off kills really often, you might want to switch to the Sakura CVR custom because it doesn't take down your flinch resistance like this removed stock does. But for me, I like running removed stock because you get ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, and movement speed, which in turn will allow me to be as fast and aggressive as I want to be. For our underbarrel, we're going to go with the SMLE pistol grip because it gives us sprint to fire speed. If you guys don't know what this is, it basically allows you to ADS quicker out of sprinting, which, like I said, I like to be fast and aggressive, so having good sprint to fire speed is definitely a necessity. But if you don't really care about sprint to fire speed, definitely go with the GF59 flashlight. This works a lot like how the Tiger Team Spotlight did in Cold War. It basically put a dot above people's heads. In this game, it just makes it where you can see people at longer distances easier because it shows their nameplates bigger. For our magazine, we're going to go with the 6.5mm Sakura 20 round drum. It does take down our ADS and our movement speed, but overall it is worth it because you get to have a ton of ammo in your gun. Not to mention, it makes it where you don't have to have a second weapon. And like I was mentioning earlier, we are going to go with lengthen for that +3 bullet velocity. That way we don't get as many hit markers at range. And obviously, as always, we are going to run fabric grip for the extra ADS and sprint to fire speed. For our kit, we're going to go with surplus for that extra kill XP because in my personal opinion, since you have a 20 round mag on, you're not really going to run out of ammo all that often. So fully loaded isn't really needed. And then what makes this class so good is vital. It gives increased area for critical hits. This basically makes it where you're going to get more one shots. And with this gun, it is very necessary to run this perk. Yes, it's the last one that you unlock, and it might take you a little bit to unlock it, but once you do, it's going to make sniping with this gun so much better. And if you guys ever want to know my perks, I run Dauntless, Forward Intel, and Lightweight. The reason I run Dauntless is because it makes me immune to movement reducing effects, which basically means if people are running that ammo type where they shoot you in the legs and it makes it where you can't move, that's not going to happen. So you'll be able to be fast and aggressive without being slowed down. For Forward Intel, it says see indicators for enemy reinforcements on your minimap. Basically what that means is you are going to be able to see where they spawn. It's going to come up with like a little diamond on the minimap, and that's where they're spawning. It's super good to use, especially if you're trying to hit clips, because sometimes you'll be going off and then they'll spawn out and you have to kind of find where they're at. Well, with this, you don't have to find where they're spawning. It tells you where they are. And then obviously we're going to go with Lightweight for the increased movement speed. That way we can be as fast and aggressive as possible. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm sorry for not having any clips. I just personally do not like using this gun. It's, in my opinion, the worst sniper in the game. Although it is the fastest, it also just gets way too many hit markers. But I do want to thank you guys one more time for the massive amount of support that you guys have been showing recently. We just hit 600 subs a couple days ago, and we're already pretty deep into the road to 700, so I cannot thank you guys enough. I also want to mention my Twitch one more time. Like I said earlier, we are live every single night except Sundays at 7 p.m. CST. I would love to be able to see you guys in chat and vibe out with you guys and chat it up. But I won't keep you guys here for too long. I'll catch you guys on Friday. Peace.